Well, it's funny catching you here again. Feel like we're starting to see each other every Saturday. It's kind of funny how this is happening. But anyways, I already know why you're here. You want some more. You want some more tea. You want some more. What my friends be telling me? Cheese, man. Anyways, I got it for you. I got it for you. Go ahead and get your snacks. Lay back. I'm finna give you some of that tea. 28 male, working in an office with a pretty small team. One of my coworkers, let's call her L, has been constantly asking me to cover for her whenever she comes in late, misses deadlines, or just disappears for long breaks. At first, I didn't mind helping her out once in a while. I thought maybe she was going through a rough patch. Reasonable. But it turned into a pattern. Almost every week, she would ask me to sign off on something that she didn't even do, or tell the manager she already finished a report when she didn't. There was even one time when she left early and she told me to tell the manager in case that she went to the bathroom if the boss asked. It got overwhelming because I was doing my own work plus fixing her mistakes. A few weeks ago, I finally told her I couldn't do it anymore. I said, look, I've got enough on my plate. I'm not going to lie for you or cover for your task anymore. Because let's be real, I shouldn't need to be doing this in the first place. She got upset and told me I was ruining her life because she had a lot going on outside of work and needs supportive coworkers. She also guilt tripped me by saying if you were a decent teammate, you'd have my back. Oh man, oh my goodness, that's no. Now some people in the office think I'm being cold, while others say I did the right thing. I honestly don't want to look like a jerk, but I also don't want to risk my own job by covering for her. So, am I the butthole for refusing to cover for my coworker anymore? Man, let me be real. Okay, look. So, the last two jobs. Okay, so the job I'm at right now and the job that I was at before, both of those jobs, you had the option, give up shifts if you didn't want to work. There was really no reason for why. If you just gave up your shift to someone who wanted to work it, they could pick it up. But there's a couple people who was giving up shifts just because they either, one, didn't want to stay at work later than they needed to, two, they just didn't feel like it, or three, they just didn't put request in and they asked last minute if someone could take their spot. I personally feel like as a coworker, it's cool to take somebody's shift if it happens every once in a while. Maybe like once a month, maybe twice if something crazy is happening. But if someone's making it into a pattern to constantly come and be like, hey, I need this covered. Can you cover for me? Can you lie for me? You're putting your job at the line for this person. And then for this girl to be like, if you don't help me out, then you're ruining my life. There's so much going on. Whoop-de-doo. It's like, what about everybody else? Like we said, there's a small team in this group. I'm pretty sure someone else can do it. And if they can't, why am I always the one that has to do it? And for everyone saying that person's cold, that's even crazier. Because it's like, okay, then where are you at? Why aren't you picking up the slack as well? If we're covering this one girl, I feel like everybody got to do a little rotation if that's what we're going to have to do. But it shouldn't have even come to that, honestly. That's kind of OD. I ain't going to lie to you. I personally don't think you're the butthole. Because me personally, I'm not sticking up for someone multiple times. Even my closest friends that I work with, there's gonna be a moment where it's like, yo, you good? Let's talk in private. Let's try to get a solution to this because your work is becoming pretty on par. We pay you for this stuff, and I'm not getting paid double for what's going on. So either you won't start paying me more, give me some of that check, because you getting paid for the work that I'm fixing for you. And I'm covering for you. So at this point, we might have to start working some negotiations, 25% every time I cover for you or something, because it's too frequent. I'm doing all the work for you and I'm doing my own work. I'm only getting paid for my work though. Yeah, we don't have to talk this out. But no, I don't think you're the butthole. I think you're perfectly justified. And if anybody else feels like they need to do stuff for their coworker, regardless if you're friends or not, I promise you should not be feeling pressured to take over somebody's lack of, planning, or if they're going through something, you can help them, but it's not your responsibility to be taking care of everybody at your store. It's one thing to be, helpful and, being there when someone needs it. And then there's another thing when you're taking advantage of your coworkers and you know that somebody's nice enough to keep wanting to help you, but you're not returning the favor. Especially if she's not returning the favor. That's a big no-no. But yeah, that was a quick one. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I personally, like I said, I think you're not the butthole. If you guys want to play devil's advocate, make up something else, please let me know. And if you find any other ones that you want me to read, or if you got some strong opinions about, bro, send me those links. I want to get into some deeper and stronger, like, little requests. Because the ones I've been reading so far, none of them have been the butthole. And, like, it's pretty straightforward, and, like, I don't see any problem. Like, I want some that make me think. Like, I want to read it, and I want to be like, dang, hold on. You might be or you might not be. I can't decide. But nah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I'll see y'all again on next Saturday for more of that cheese man. Peace.